Horses and the Handicapped of South Florida, founded in 1982, serves the special needs community by offering equine-assisted therapies for children and adults with physical, cognitive, and emotional difficulties. It is a special place where people can share a sense of belonging with a horse and a dedicated group of volunteers. It's a place where people come to heal, to learn, and to make friends that last a lifetime. Horses are partnered with students in a program that sets specific goals, including right-left discrimination, balance, and socialization. Under the supervision of physical therapists and certified NARA instructors, a team of volunteers works with their students towards the students' individual therapy goals.
We've been here in Tradewinds Park in Coconut Creek for about 28 years. We serve about 140 riders with all types of disabilities and ages. On the young side is about 4 years old, and on the other side, I think our oldest rider is about 73. And all types of disabilities. Mainly, the two biggest groups are autism and cerebral palsy. The types of therapy that we do here really benefit that population because the motion of the horse, the activities that we do in teaching people how to ride, help them in a non-clinical setting. So at Horses and the Handicapped, we've got 8 horses and we serve 140 people. We've got a sensory trail that we take kids out on to work on things like sensory defensiveness. So there's objects out there that can engage them in a way that is a little bit more difficult to engage them in a clinical setting. They learn things like left-right discrimination. We have kids that have stories about speaking for the first time. We have an employee who used to ride here who a lot of her ability to walk as well as she does is attributable to the hippotherapy she got here. And some of the types of programs that we have, along with hippotherapy, which is physical therapy on the horse, is therapeutic riding, and that's where we teach people how to ride. And in therapeutic riding, we have the sensory trail. We also have a lot of independent riders. We have a stable management program where we bring kids from local high schools and teach them how to care for horses, how to clean the barn and how to prepare feed and measure, do the water, all that kind of stuff. It engages them in a physical way, but also mentally. We can do that when we're teaching riding because we have to learn to count. You have to know how to coordinate how you're going to ask the horse to walk forward or stop. So all these things contribute to helping kids with developmental delay, but also on the physical side as well.
Our riding facilities have been designed with the program's participants in mind, seeking to provide a safe and recognizable setting which fosters a greater level of comfort and familiarity for our challenged riders and their families.
Here we have Molly Murphy, who is going to ride for us today, and Fred. Molly was born with cerebral palsy that has affected her lower extremities. And Molly is a great example of how our therapy works because Molly has ridden with Horses in the Handicapped for 15 years. When Molly started out, she started with doing hippotherapy with one of our physical therapists, and then having 1 leader and 2 sidewalkers, and then graduated to therapeutic riding. Again, with 1 leader and 2 sidewalkers. Soon those sidewalkers became spotters, and then instead of 2 sidewalkers, just 1. And after lots of practice and hard work, Molly became an independent rider. 15 years later, Molly is part of our staff here at Horses in the Handicapped and is volunteer manager, which is a very important position. So Molly is going to ride Fred, who is a 16-year-old registered paint horse, and going to demonstrate how she has achieved independence at the walk and the trot, and how the physical therapy that Fred provides Molly is going to help her stretch her contracted muscles and tendons and just improve her walking gait on the ground. In order for Molly to be able to communicate with her horse, she's got to use every part of her body. Molly is using her core strength, her abs, her gluteus muscles, and her quads in order to use her seat effectively to create impulsion from behind. Molly has to use both her legs to communicate with the horse when she asks him to go from the halt to the walk. She needs to squeeze those legs and use those lower extremity muscles. She's also got to sit up nice and tall using her upper body strength and place her head right over her shoulders. Therefore, she's got to basically use every group of muscle that we have. Molly is also communicating with her horse through the reins, and it's always a gentle communication, so she needs to keep her elbows to her body and her hands at a level close to her belly button with thumbs on top so that her wrists are straight, and she creates a straight line from the bit to the hand to the elbows. The other straight line that we look for, which we call postural alignment, is from the ears to the shoulders to the hips and to the heels. Because Molly has some difficulty with her lower extremity, both lower extremities. Molly needs to work very hard to be able to stretch those muscles in order to bring her lower extremities into body alignment.
Horses in the Handicapped of South Florida is a NARA Premier accredited center, meeting standards that put our program in the top 25% of over 725 accredited programs worldwide. Please contact us for more information.